What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another NBA kind of discussion video to go over with you guys. This time actually revolving around, the rumors that were kind of going around a couple months ago within, saying that the Golden State Warriors are interested in Ben Simmons. And today I'm just going to be trying to go over that. Should the Golden State Warriors be looking to trade for Ben Simmons? Should they trade for Ben Simmons, or shouldn't they really do it? There's been a lot of kind of speculation on what's going to be going on with the Philadelphia 76ers. The media, it looks like, is really trying to push the fact that they should be trading either Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid. And in my opinion, if you guys are long subscribers to this channel, you guys, might know that Ben Simmons is one of my favorite players in the NBA. I by far think he's way better than Joel Embiid, or maybe not better, but definitely well more important to the team than what Joel Embiid is. And I think, when Joel Embiid was actually injured, the Philadelphia 76ers had a really good record. And, when, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons were on the court at the same time, I believe their record was actually worse than when Joel Embiid wasn't on the court, sharing it with Al Horford and Ben Simmons. So, in my opinion, they should be looking to trade Joel Embiid over Ben Simmons. But the media has kind of been looking to push like a Ben Simmons type of trade situation. And I definitely think if the opportunity came to it, Warriors would be absolutely ridiculously dumb to not actually go and look for a Ben Simmons trade. Because the thing is, they actually have the pieces to pretty much, be able to go and actually make a trade like this happen. For example, they do have some assets that I think would be pretty interesting for the Sixers to go over. But, as I just said at the start of the video, in no way should I don't think the Philadelphia 76ers should be trading Ben Simmons at all. As I said, in my opinion, he is their most important player by far. He has so much potential. He is an elite defender in the NBA. He's an elite playmaker. He's elite in the interior. The only thing he can't do is be a consistent perimeter shooter and, just be a perimeter shooter in fact of that matter. But obviously he's been working on his shot. It looks like he's going to want to start taking more threes when the season, does come and roll around, and, the playoffs and all that type of stuff. So hopefully he will start to be doing that. But yeah, the Golden State Warriors should definitely be looking to try and trade for Ben Simmons. I mean, again, the Sixers would be absolutely stupid to go out and actually trade Ben Simmons. But if the opportunity did come, the Golden State Warriors should definitely be looking to kind of trade for him. And again, as I just said, they definitely do have the assets. For example, they've got a couple players that I think the Sixers may be interested in, and a couple of picks. I definitely think the Sixers would be looking to be interested in, Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins. Now, if you might be saying, well, why would they be interested in Draymond Green if they obviously, already have Al Horford and, Joel Embiid? Well, I think if they were going to be trading Ben Simmons, they will still be looking to trade Al Horford. And in my opinion, he'll probably be the first player to get traded. I do believe there will be a couple teams that will still be interested in that player, even though his contract will be quite ridiculous, which means they won't really have a power forward, on the team at all. I mean, there's been a lot of rumors they're actually going to be playing Ben Simmons as, the player who will be defending and guarding the power forward for most nights. And I honestly think, that will go relatively well. But again, if they're trading Ben Simmons and Al Horford, who would be playing and guarding that power forward position? I literally have no idea. The next best would probably be Mike Scott or someone like that. Again, that would probably, really Tobias Harris would be the player you would most likely think would actually go on to be playing that power forward type of position. But again, I don't really know. The Sixers definitely do look like they're kind of in a headspace of playing Tobias Harris at the small forward position. I definitely think he would probably and possibly most likely be a lot better being at that power forward position. So again, that's just what I think would, should possibly be happening, I guess, if they were to trade potentially Ben Simmons. I don't think Draymond Green would be the worst player to, kind of go over. He's definitely like a discount Ben Simmons. Like, let's look at the reality here. Both are above average playmakers for their height. Both are pretty decent defenders. I mean, Ben Simmons is elite. Draymond Green has been elite for most of his career. He's definitely kind of, regressed in that kind of fashion a little bit. And obviously they both aren't exactly the greatest shooters out there. So I definitely think what the trade could actually potentially be looking like it honestly could be something like potentially Draymond Green, maybe 3 to 4 first round picks, and then obviously another couple of young players here and there, and maybe even some shooting or something like that. Obviously, we do know the Sixers did actually recently bring in a couple of shooters that were already playing on the Warriors. For example, I believe it was Alec Burks and Glenn Robinson, so they've already got a couple of shooters from the Golden State Warriors. I definitely think there could be a couple other players they look to, maybe go after as well. Obviously, yeah, they'll probably get like 3 to 4 first round picks back, because if the Warriors get Ben Simmons, then they are probably, possibly by far going to be the best team if they have a starting 5 of what would be, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Ben Simmons, and maybe a center if they sign one, or if they draft maybe Onyeka Okongwu or James Wiseman. But of course, yeah, it would most likely be pick 25s to 30s, those first round picks would be. They would definitely be quite, later type of picks in my opinion. Obviously, on top of that would be Draymond Green. And I definitely think the Sixers would also be asking for maybe Eric Pascal, get a nice young player in on the team pretty much here and there as well. I don't know if they would look to play Draymond Green and Pascal as the double forwards. I definitely think both of these players prefer to play at the power forward, type of position. So I don't know how they'd go there. They'd probably just bring Pascal off the bench most likely. They could also be asking for Jordan Poole. And yeah, there's definitely a couple of players on the Warriors team that I definitely think the Sixers may be interested in. Obviously, just get even, some younger players to kind of bring in with the Ben Simmons type of trade. Because, yeah, a couple of those players do have quite a bit of potential. Jordan Poole does look alright. He's only 21 years of age. And Eric Pascal, he's only 23. Had a pretty good season on averaging 14 points per game. So, again, I definitely think it could be something like that. Obviously, I rate Ben Simmons extremely highly. He's only like 23 years of age or something like that. Literally like the same age as Pascal. I think what it would most likely be, as I just said, would possibly be, I think, those 3 to 4 first round picks, a Draymond Green, and maybe a young player like Pascal or Poole. You would think would most likely get the deal done. But again, if I was the Sixers, I would just never be trading Ben Simmons. That would be an absolutely ridiculous idea, in my opinion. I definitely think his value would 100% be quite high up there. But if the Golden State Warriors were able to get Ben Simmons, then wow, they've just literally got a 10-time better Draymond Green that's also a lot younger and has the ability to improve his shot. So again, that would be absolutely crazy. They would most likely by far, you would think, be like the best team in the comp. I mean, having those 4 players on the team, you'd literally have, so you'd have 3 All-Stars in Simmons, Klay, and Steph Curry. You'd also have, that top 5, well, yeah, again, I think it's top 5 locked pick, unless they go and trade for maybe a really nice center here and there. Also with, as well, Andrew Wiggins, who was playing like an all-star at the start of the season, and has actually done pretty well with the Warriors so far, with Marquise Chris, and yeah, whoever else they sign at free agency, which I definitely think they'd be able to sign a couple of really nice veterans here and there as well. So wow, that would possibly by far be the best team in the league. You would think it would be one of the only teams with 3 All-Stars on the roster, and then you'd also have Andrew Wiggins on that combining. So it'd be Steph Curry, who's averaging 21 points this season, Wiggins, who's averaging 22, Klay, who usually averages 20 or more per season, and Ben Simmons, who I believe is averaging about 18 points and like 8 assists or something per game as well. That would be absolutely crazy. And yeah, Ben Simmons is currently averaging 16.7 points per game and 8.2 assists. That would be a literal crazy team. Like, the Sixers would be absolutely ridiculous to do it again. I think maybe the Warriors could actually be interested in Joel Embiid, but yeah, that may be another video for a different day. I definitely would really like to hear your thoughts and opinions on this all down below. Do you guys think the Golden State Warriors should be looking to try and trade for Ben Simmons? Again, I definitely would really like to know your thoughts and opinions on it all down below. But also, again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the latest NBA content and NBA news and just sports-related content in general. And definitely don't forget to go subscribe to my gaming channel and my IRL/vlogging channel. And check out my podcast as well if you haven't already. All of those will be all in the links for them will be in the description and down below. But as I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.